Hi, this is Nandi with Nandi's Naturals. This is day 3. I decided to do it a little differently today by getting on video to talk to you about my journey with my baking soda free deodorant that I am formulating and testing. As you know, I am one of my own test subjects. My daughter, my 13-year-old daughter, is another, and I've had some people who were so gracious as to volunteer their time to test it out for me also. So I'll be getting feedback from them as it goes along, but I just wanted to let you know that day 3, everything seems to be moving smoothly. I see today as being a regular day, and I'm breaking it into 3 categories of days, when of types of activities and days and stuff when it comes to it, and that'll be regular days, medium exertion days, and high exertion days. Today I see as being a regular day because I'm in the office, and being in an office environment, I can guarantee you that it's not going to get hot in here. If anything, it's just going to get colder and colder and colder. I think that whoever they put in charge of the air in these buildings is someone who perpetually has hot flashes, so the temperature only gets colder and colder and colder, not warmer and warmer and warmer, So I don't think that, unless something drastic happens today, it's going to be a regular day. So I don't see that there'll be much, paranoia on my part as far as will it fail on me before I make it home. Can I make it through an 8-hour day or whatever? I think that pretty much a regular day, I've seen, even using it in the first 2 days, that I can make it through an 8-hour day as long as I stay regular. Now yesterday was kind of a medium exertion day because I did a lot of packaging and getting products ready for shipping, and then after that I went out into the garden and did some harvesting and a little turning of the soil and things of that nature. So I did exert a little bit, enough to the point where I was sweating profusely, I would say, but not so much where I was gasping for air or something like that. It wasn't a high exertion day, but I would give it at least a medium exertion, and it held up. By the time I got into the shower at about 9 or 10 o'clock last night, everything was still good. I did a sniff test. I didn't pass out, no concussion. I'm still here today. So that spoke volumes with the temperatures the way they were yesterday, again in the 90s. The day before that, they were also in the 90s. And I forgot to check temperature today, but you know what? It's Georgia. It's summer. I'm pretty sure it's going to be in 90s. So I'm going to give you an update again tomorrow on how today went. Well, at least, the rest of the day. And then I'm going to start you on my journey for day 4. And hopefully I'll remember to check the temperature this time so that I can kind of let you know. But again, like I said, it's Georgia, so I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in the 90s. Today should be a pretty good day. If anyone else is interested in maybe volunteering to help me test, if I feel like I need some more people, I'd be happy to get your information from you, so maybe I can send a tube out and have you test it. I'm going to test this tube that I'm using until there's nothing left in it, because I'm one of those people, waste not, want not. I'll use a body butter bar, and I'll use it till there's just little tiny pieces of it left, where you put that little piece on your finger and it just melts away because it was so tiny. But hey, that's not a bad thing. You should have things that you want to use until there's nothing left of it, where you're not ready to just, throw it off somewhere. But anyway, that's off the subject. The point is about the baking soda free deodorant. If I can get a good deodorant out there for you that's going to last you from 6 to 8 hours or more, I can feel confident in that. There was a time when I did make some, custom order for customers, but I didn't have the confidence in the formulation down as far as making something that did not have the baking soda. I'm feeling much more confident about that these days. And if this one does what I'm hoping that it does, it'll be something that I offer for sale to the public. And you'll know that it did it because that's the only time I'm going to offer it to the public. If it bombs, if it continuously fails, if other people are not getting the same thing from it that I'm getting, then it's something that I'm going to shelve. And if anything, I'll just continue to use it with my 13-year-old daughter. But if it works, I want to get it out there and I want to share it with other people because I want them to get the same benefit that we have been able to get thus far without the factor of having baking soda possibly irritate them, especially for people who are very sensitive to baking soda in the first place. And at the same time that I'm formulating this baking soda free deodorant, I'm also working to reformulate my deodorant that has baking soda. I want to get it to a point where it's less of an occurrence of people getting irritated from it. You see a lot of those on the internet, a lot of recipes for the do-it-yourself deodorants, and the majority of those recipes that I have seen on the internet require entirely too much baking soda. That is extremely, baking soda can be highly abrasive. It can be a skin irritant. So the last thing you want to do is be putting like a quarter cup of baking soda to a quarter cup of coconut oil to a quarter cup of cornstarch or arrowroot or whatever you're using. That is entirely too much baking soda. You shouldn't be using any more than 1% or less actually of baking soda. And that's a tip from me to you. Keep your percentages very low on your baking soda. Anything else is too much, you know, and you might say, well, I'm not getting any irritation now. And true, you may not be getting any irritation now, but it doesn't mean that you won't turn around and get some later, or that someone else that you share that recipe with won't be instantly irritated, you know, and develop boils or even a staph infection or something. So you have to be very careful with how much of that stuff you're using. Just because something is natural does not mean that it's good for you or that it's good for you in high amounts. And baking soda is one of those things. While it can be beneficial to you, it can also be detrimental to you in high amounts. Poison ivy is natural, but you don't want it, and you have to look at everything else the same way when it comes to the natural, because I know so many of us are on natural kicks. So you have to be careful with those things. Because it's natural doesn't mean that it's beneficial to you or that is beneficial to you in high doses. So that's it that I have for you on day 3. I will see you tomorrow to update you more on my journey. Thanks for sticking with me. If you want to visit the website, I haven't really put anything about the baking soda free deodorant on there, but you're welcome to shop our other products. Hey, this is my shameless plug, okay? I get to do this at www.nandisnaturals.com. Again, that's www.nandisnaturals.com. See you tomorrow.